y'all. Welcome. I'm glad you're here today and I hope you're doing well. Um, I want to say if the sound's different, I had some technical issues with my microphone, meaning a piece of it disappeared. So until I find that, we're using the system mic and hopefully it's okay. And then I have a new background, a new table scarf that I really love. Um, but I don't know if I'm going to keep it or not. So for today, we are going with the Ravens here. Um, what I wanted to talk about today was Crescent Dreams Tarot was going through her collection and she had a video that was her mini, pocket, and odd-shaped decks. And I thought that was going to be fun because I have a lot of those things. That does include Lenormand and Kipper cards, which I'm going to do a separate video for those, for Lenormand, Kipper, fortune telling cards, and the odd things like that. I'm going to do that in a separate video. So today is going to be tarot and oracle that are mini, pocket, and odd shaped. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the easy ones. These are the Llewellyn pocket ones that I have. They're all the same size. That's why I said it's easy. I have the Linestrider. Now, the Linestrider one, I got this. I was so excited that it was going to be in a pocket and realized after I got it, because I do have the full size too, I realized that I cannot read this very well in pocket because of the way it has a lot of white space and the watercolor, which I absolutely love. In the smaller cards is harder for me to get information off of and get hits on, even though it's still beautiful and I love it, but I was very disappointed. So this did not become my go-to purse deck, even though I thought it would. The Linestrider is one of my spring decks, which I may get a video out on that. I love it. I love the artwork. I love the simplicity of it. And yet it goes into just some beautiful details on them. So that's the Linestrider mini. I guess it's mini. Did I say that or did I say pocket? Anyway, they call it a mini. Then I have the Witch's Tarot mini. And this I also have the full size on because I bought this as a mini first and then liked it so much that I bought the full size. So this one's really good as one of my purse decks. I read easy on it. The Llewellyn size is really good for travel. And it's just easy to use too. I find them a good size for shuffling also, except for riffle shuffle is a little harder on the smaller decks, but once they get broken in, it works really well. So that's the mini Witches Tarot, and that's Witches. I'm going to show you again because there's a couple of different Witches ones. Witches with ES, not apostrophe S, ES, by Ellen Dugan, and art by Mark Evans. And I did forget to mention the Linestrider is by Siolo Thompson. Then my other mini deck from Llewellyn was the Everyday Witch. This is my main purse deck. I have the full size was one of the first decks I bought. Absolutely love it. I think it's fun. I think it's gentle and caring, and I love reading with it. And I'm sure everybody's seen it. It has one of my favorite tower cards. If I come upon it, I'll show you. But this is the one that travels with me almost 100% of the time. It's in my purse or it's in my car if I have to take it out of my purse. And I love it. I love the lightness of it. And I just find it really easy to read. But I'm going to look for that tower because it's my favorite card, my favorite tower of all time. It was this one right here, where she caused the tower to come down. I love that. It's my favorite tower. All right, so then that was Everyday Witch Tarot by Deborah Blake and art by Elisabeth Alba. Then I have from a different publisher, but I'm not actually sure who because this size is a little bit bigger. It's the Hanson-Roberts Tarot by Mary Hanson-Roberts. And I was trying to figure out who published this because it's not Llewellyn. And I don't have a book or anything that tells me so. But it's a little bigger. So here's that. And then this is the Llewellyn Mini. I'll do it this way. So you can see it's a little bit bigger. So there are the backs, pretty backs. And this one has the titles in different languages around, which makes me think it might be Lo Scarabeo, but I'm not sure. And I couldn't tell you, I know it's French, German, Spanish, maybe Italian. And of course, English in the middle. The larger size is English. So this is the Hanson-Roberts Tarot, and I really like it for something that's I want RWS base, but I want it a little bit different. This one works really well that way too. I've had this one a really long time also, because I was looking before all the minis came out in the past year or two. There weren't that many around. So I was trying to find a really good one that I could read with, and this was the first one I got. And then I went and got the Linestrider Tarot. So there's that, the Hanson-Roberts Tarot. Let's see. Next, I'll go to a couple of minis. This one I just got. It's in this beautiful tin. It is the Prisma Visions Tarot. And they do make a full size of this also. But let me tell you, I got this. I was very excited to get it. It comes with and I don't know about the full size, but the mini comes like with a fold out basic definitions on each card. So that goes in there. And the tin actually has a soft velveteen inside too. It's a really nice tin. These are the sides. They're silver edged. And here's the backs. Now they have barely rounded corners. So they're very square. They are a different size. This is the Llewellyn Mini compared to it. So, but not big. Now, my disappointment in this deck, I think the artwork could be absolutely amazing and gorgeous, but it is so muted. And I don't know if the large sizes like this cardstock is very matte and the colors are just muted. So they're not very vibrant. They're kind of dull. So I think if it was, I don't know if it's this cardstock doing it or what, but it could definitely be brighter and bolder. So it also makes it a little hard to read. These cards have a pattern that if you put all the cards together in certain suits, that there's a picture in the background that flows together. So that's part of well, this is a major arcana, but in the back, some of these will flow together. I don't know if it shows. It shows a little bit on here, which we may not be able to see. I don't know if you can see that or not, but how the cards flow together in the background. So it's a great idea or a fun idea. I'm just super disappointed in the pictures. They're hard to read. They don't pop out. like I think they could pop and that they probably should pop. So anyway, that was my disappointment in getting this. I don't know what the large looks like, if it's the same cardstock and the same muted colors or what, but this is the pocket size. They call this the pocket of the Prisma Visions Tarot. Oh, sorry about that. Let's see. And sorry if you're hearing some beeping. I tried to turn that off and it's still happening. So over and over and over. That's awesome. So next, this is an oracle. I think we're okay doing it this way. Oh, nope. I'm gonna put that back because I have one more mini pocket version. I have this Tarot of the New Vision Lo Scarabeo deck. This one's fairly new. It's by Pietro Alligo, artwork by Raul and Gianluca Cestaro. It comes in this really nice box. And these are the backs of it. And then this deck it shows the cards from a different angle. So that's why they say of the new vision. Because like instead of him looking out over, you can see him looking out over the water, you see him from the side and what he's doing. And it's a lot of times what's behind the card too. The little white book does not add any additional information for having a different viewpoint. It just has the basic definitions. I don't know if the regular size, full size has more or not. But it's a nice little deck with a really good box for a pocket size. I love that. There's a ghost up there. Anyway, I think this is fun too, just to have a different, like this. And then you have the ancestors in the background. Yeah, I like this deck a lot. I do wish the book had some additional information or keywords for the different point of view, but it doesn't. So look, Ace of Cups and they're playing in the water. So I just think this is fun. Just expands the information you can get and your knowledge of the cards. All right. So that was Tarot of the New Vision by Lo Scarabeo. Let's see here. Was that then now we're going to go to a couple of Thoths that I have. This one is a mini Thoth deck that I got on Make Playing Cards, and it's called the Greenie because they're green. And it fits in my hand, so it's a really good size. It's linen cardstock. It's a little thin for what I like, the cardstock, but it is a nice linen. And I love the colors, how they got them to come out. To me, some of the Thoths are kind of muted tones, and I like them brighter. And the green borders. And I love the size. I think it's the best size to read by because it fits in your hand, shuffles wonderfully. And I don't remember who did it though. I'm sorry, but it's on Make Playing Cards and it's Thoth Greenie, Greenie. I'm sorry, I forgot who actually did this. So this is a nice, I like this actually better. I have the regular mass market Thoth small. I don't know if they call it a mini or pocket. And I like this one way better than that one. It's a little bit bigger, I think, but it just works better for me. All right. And then, woo, to go in the opposite direction, I have this Thoth that is large. So I ordered this. I actually ordered this off of Etsy. I think you can get it on like Amazon also, but I went with Etsy. Oh, excuse me. Here are the backs. I was going to bring over a regular size playing card and forgot. So here's the other Thoth that I just did on the back of that one. So I got this one for study because it's so big. There's my hand on it, and I have not small hands. Um, because I wanted, when I study, I want to be able to see more of the details to really get into it. So I wanted a large one. And I think they actually call this standard size or something ridiculous like that. It's not, it's huge. But you can tell how you can see more of the details and the symbolism when it's blown up like this. So yeah, this is going to be my Thoth study deck, this huge one. So there goes that. Next we have an oracle, the Feel Your Chakras Oracle. I love this. I got this on Make Playing Cards. It was a Kickstarter a while back. On Make Playing Cards, you can get this version that does come in this wonderful box that I love. And they are color-coded per chakra on the backs. They also, this one comes with blank chakra cards with just the colors. And then this card that says the base keywords for each chakra. And I think this is the cutest little deck. So on your, like this one, on your crown chakra, it tells you it's the crown chakra. It gives you the Sanskrit name, which is Sahasrara. Sahasrara. I know I said that wrong. And then this is the balanced. When your chakra is balanced, I sense higher consciousness. And they're all like that. If your third eye, your Anya, is underactive, I see, but I am unable to self-reflect. And they go through just so many of these keywords for underactive or balanced. And it's a great little size. It's in my hand. I'm still working. I've pulled these, you know, just randomly will pull a card or two for me. And I've been watching some YouTube. I know that Lisa Pepez had talked about a while back how she worked with it, but I cannot find that video. I know if you're doing a spread and you want to add to it with one of these cards or add to, you know, clarify with each space even, these are really good for that. And I think they're just adorable. There's a sticker edition that has like stickers on there, like little sparkly stickers and stuff. So yeah, that's on Make Playing Cards. And I suck because I don't remember who did it either. It is Andi Taylor from Metaphysics Made Easy. And I guess it was just 2023 that it went through Kickstarter. So yeah, these are great. Good size. There's a lot of cards too. This one had 100 and I want to say maybe 106 cards in this one I got, which I think they called the classic Kickstarter version. And I know I Make Playing Cards, usually you pay extra for a box, a tuck box or whatever. This one, it came with this box that has the colors and stuff on it. So that's a fun one that I love, love, love. Now we have, oh, I did forget this one. The Squid Cake Marseille Tarot that I am in love with this great box. Really good book. I've shown this before, probably show it again because I think it'll be in my spring one. These are a fun size. Like they fit in. Oh, there we go. The backs are pretty. It's edged in pink. And I love this deck. And it's funny, I said it before. It is not my style of art. I don't read Marseille. And even though now I have bought a Marseille book that I am going to start studying, but the colors, the pink and the greenish turquoise green, and it makes me happy with the colors and the characters and stuff. Oh, well, I thought I was doing good. There we go. And they have little creatures, like look, instead of the wolf and the dog, they have no clue what they are, but they're cute. Little blobby creatures, the little guys in the moon up there. So this, I love this deck. It's a great size. I love just shuffling this deck. It's the weirdest thing. But I don't riffle it. A lot of small decks are very hard to riffle. But just hand over hand, I just love doing it because it's just such a good size and the cardstock just feels good. It's not any special, I don't think, cardstock, but it just really feels good when you shuffle. I think that has to do with the size and the shape of it. See the little creatures? I love this deck. So fun. So that's the Squid Cake Tarot, Marseille Tarot. Rockpool publishes it, and I am doing really bad on authors right now, aren't I? Creators. Let's see. And again, the book is really good. It's a little hard to read these colored keywords in here, though. But they're there, and their little descriptions are really good. It is made by Jess Rollar. So that's who created this one. And it's a little big for the purse, but if you had a bag, it's perfect. Next I have these two, they're called Pocket Oracles, and they're by Athene Noctua. I have Faded a Love Pocket Love Oracle that I just got in my Hay House deck box. And then I've got the Crystal Ball Pocket Oracle. And there's only 13 cards, so it's really thin. And the point is for you to carry it around with you and and that's the inside of the box. Isn't that lovely? Get inspiration or answers. This one is the Faded, a Pocket Love Oracle. And so this one would be like, I said before, like you're in a bar and you want to know if the guy is worth getting to know or not. And you pull a card and it gives you an answer just on the card. Beautiful possibilities, put boundaries. Then there's also a card that says yes, no, learn more about each other. And it's a quick read for when you're out and about. And I think it's a really cute idea. They're really nice cards. The cardstock's really nice. It does come with a little fold out with a little bit more information, but it's really easy to just read with the keywords on there or key phrase on there, but it does come with a little extra information. And then the Crystal Ball Pocket Oracle, whoa, messing things up. Same idea, but not focused on love, just focused on regular questions. So you have go, the time is right. You're going in the right direction. So if you ever are sitting there and you're like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, or should I go do this? Or just even you feel like you should do something, you just want your own little clarifier instead of shaking, the 8-ball that we had as kids and getting an answer. It's kind of the same thing with cards a little bit. And then they have the yes and no ones. get more information. No need to worry. And then these are the backs. And then this one also has a pullout with a little more information than just the key phrase on it. So it even has for the yes and no, and the yes says this is a clear, strong, positive response to your question, as if you needed to know that. They put that in there. I think if you get a yes and you're doubting it, there's some work that needs to be done. I don't know. Or no. So those are literally made for your pocket, your purse, your bag by Athene Noctua. I have another small oracle. I bought the Spirit Animal Pocket Oracle in a tin by Collette Baron-Reid, and it's illustrated by Jena DellaGrottaglia. I love this deck. I have the full size. It's also one of my spring decks because of the coloring and the animals. Has a really good book that comes with it. It has all the information. It is in the large book. So it's a little thick, but it's really good. These are the backs. And here it is in my hand. There we go. I love this artwork. I love the color of it. I really love Collette Baron-Reid and the work she does. Her guidebooks are usually just so good and spot on. Her artists, they make them fun and beautiful. And it always, no matter what the message is, the way the artwork is done just makes you feel good about it. Look at that one. That squirrel is hilarious. His little ears popping up. So I think it's just beautiful. Wombat spirit with a crown or a tiara. And there's a cow. I love that cow. So this is really nice to have. I can take it with me. It's definitely a little bit bigger than a purse, a little bit heavier, but I have packed it with me when I've gone places. So that one, and I mean, I love a tin. That just makes it a little bit heavier to carry though. So you could take the deck out of the tin, make a bag for it or something. It'd be a lot lighter, but this is nice. Next, we're into the odd-shaped ones. I have the Citadel, a fantasy oracle by Fen Inkwright. If you haven't seen this one, it has the bottom pop part and then the top slide. Now it's a nice box. It's just a little awkward. The instruction booklet, it's got a really good instruction booklet. It also has, if you're a gamer in the back, you can use the cards to find a character for your game and to build that character. If you do the RPGs? Oh, yeah. And things like that. And it's got some spreads in the back too. And this is the picture of the Citadel that they base these archetypes on. It's an archetype deck. And so this is like the city that they live in, that they're based in. And then this is why it's on this. If you haven't seen this, I have edged mine. It doesn't come red, but this is the shape. It's a cool shape. Interesting concept. It's not too bad it's a little wide, long to overhand shuffle. I've not tried to riffle shuffle it because I don't think it would do very good, but it might. And then these are the cards, and they have this embossing on it. If you can, there you go. I think they're just beautiful. They're really cool. So I love the black ink work and then the touch of red and the embossing touch on it too. I just think they're really very cool the way it comes out. A dancer, see, isn't that beautiful? That is so neat. So this is definitely odd shaped, and I think the odd shape just goes with the vibe of the deck. It really works. I think this deck on a standard, this artwork and concept on a standard rectangle card wouldn't have as much of an impact. So yeah, I love this. It's beautiful. All right, so that's the Citadel. See if I can get it back in here. Almost. All right, we're gonna wait. Then next, I have the pocket archetypes, and I'm sure you've seen these. I have the full size and the mini. They are round, just like this tin. That I love this. I love that they put it in a tin. The mini has, or pocket size, I should say, has a really good book again, where it's the same information as in the full size book. So it's a little chunky. And then inside the square box, for the large size, it is in a round box. So kind of a box in a box. There's a reason. The backs. I'm sure people have seen these, but in case you haven't for some reason, and the minis are identical to it, just in a smaller form. So it's really nice because if you want to use it with another deck or lay out a bunch of cards, these can get kind of in the way. And so the mini is perfect. The mini sits next to me on the couch so that when I feel the need or the urge, it's right there. But I love having the large still too, because it might be something I want to put on my altar or think about for a while, and I want a bigger picture for that. They are the large full size is a little difficult to shuffle because it's round. I mean, it is, but I think the deck is so worth it to go through that, to shuffle it, because it's an amazing, amazing deck. The smaller ones, another reason why I love the smaller deck too, is that it is easier to shuffle, even though it's round, because they're smaller. There they are on my hand. You can shuffle them pretty good. And if you do jumpers, it's the perfect deck to get jumpers, just because of how you shuffle it. They can get out of there and pop out. I'll show you a couple of these so you can see that they're the same thing, just smaller. That's pretty. So if you haven't worked with the Wild Unknown Archetypes, or the next one I'm going to show, the Wild Unknown Alchemy, they will give you some really good deep readings. Like, they are really, really good. So here's the Wild Unknown Alchemy. These are by Kim Krans. I should have said that. All of these, the Wild Unknown Alchemy, Wild Unknown Archetypes. She has an animal spirit deck and then a tarot deck too. So this one has your big box. As I tear it apart. And then you have a smaller box, and this is the shape of the cards. Now this one, it's good that they are such great decks because it is really hard to shuffle. It just is. There's the shape, the back. Same type of artwork with the black ink and the pops of color in it. There's another great book goes with it. Kim Kranz put so much into her guidebooks that it's amazing what there is in there and what you learn. I'm still trying to figure out how to use this deck, the archetypes deck, with this one. I know there's got to be an easy way, and my brain just is probably trying to make it more difficult than it needs to be. But that's my goal, is to work with them together in some capacity, like where they flow together and work together. So this one is not easy to shuffle. They end up going like that, where they're facing different directions, and then you got to straighten them back up again each time, so you're not poking and sticking out and everything. So it is really difficult to shuffle, but it is so, see, it is so worth it as a deck. I don't know if she's going to do a pocket size of this, but if she does, I'm all over it. Like, I'm definitely getting that. But this deck is so worth it. It's worth working through the odd shape. So that's the Wild Unknown Alchemy deck. Then now, see if I can get it back in here. I'm not succeeding very well in getting them back in their boxes, I've noticed. There we go. All right, so I have 2 more decks left to show you guys in this video. They're both round, but they're different, like different. Well, one's an oracle, one's a tarot, so I guess that's different. This is the tea leaf fortune cards. This bag does come with the deck, because there are so many of these cards. They're round, and that's not even all of them. There are so many cards. And the book has great explanations and ways to use them, that it's a lot of fun. But there's a lot. Shuffling them, like I could probably shuffle this many, but this isn't all of them. I usually shuffle in batches, or, wash shuffle. And they're based obviously on tea leaf readings. So these are things that would come up in a tea leaf reading, and then it tells you what it would mean. Like a finger is warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. The owl is good advice from a wise person. Dogs getting together with friends. So they have the what it is, they have the key phrase, and then the book goes a little bit into it. There are timing cards also that are round. They're just a different color, and those can go with it. And when you lay them out, it tells you things like a man will come into your life next week and he will have a business proposition for you, type of thing. That's a lot of what these readings are like. Mundane stuff like that. But they're fun. I think they're fun. They are a little difficult. So I should have made this as a difficult video too. But they're fun. I like them. It's like this one, man, dealings or relationship with a man. Unicorn, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. So yeah, those are the tea leaf fortune telling cards. The round ones. I've learned there's another tea leaf deck, but it is a regular standard deck. And the last one I have is a round one that I got not that long ago. It is the Simdala Tarot. Now, it looks like a really awesome box, except that I have a very hard time getting it open. See, you gotta fight it. That's probably the thing I hate the most is trying to get it open. So these are the cards. They came edged in this yellow. Here are the backs. And this is a tarot deck. So it tells you, where are we starting here? Where we go? 10, Wheel of Fortune, the astrological signs of Sagittarius and Pisces, planet Jupiter, element fire, tree of life, Chesed, mercy, and Netchak, victory. And activation is revolution. So it's all on the outside, and they're like, each card is like the essence of a traditional tarot card without it having the picture of it. And then it's got all the other information also. I love how colorful it is. Um, I haven't done readings with it yet. I'm still working with it a little bit. But it gives a lot of information. You definitely, like, if I thought about it, I might figure out that this was because it's got the Sphinx right there. It takes a while to figure out what the card is. Like this is 9 of Pence. I would have to think about that to come up with 9 of Pence. I get it once I know the card and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, because it's got this and that and da da da. Like is this, yeah, this is Ace of Cups, 6 of Pence. It has the scales and it has hands that look like a giving and taking. This is 2 of Pence. I don't know. That's hard, I guess, because you have the figure 8. I don't know. But it's fun. It can be fun. And I do love the color. I love the idea of it. It's not super bad. I mean, it's round, so it's a little bit awkward, but it's not as big of a card as the archetypes. So my hand holds it a little bit better in shuffling it. It is a nice cardstock. I do like the cardstock. It's not super stiff, but it's not, it's not flimsy. The book is really good. So this is by Jennifer Cooper Steidley. Sorry that I didn't say that. The book has the glossy paper. And so each card has 2 pages. I'm guessing each card does. Yes. With your keywords, your symbols, which will help you with learning what each one is. So this is the 4 of Swords. See, I said 3 because I've missed the other sword. There you go. The astrological, planetary, elemental, tree of life, and then quick takes. So this happened to be the Empress, and quick takes says expressing your creativity, pregnancy, or adoption, maternal dynamics, getting out in nature, holistic remedies, self-love. And then the activation is creation. There's a definition of creation, which is the act of making or producing something that did not exist before. The etymology is where the word comes from. And then it says the Empress is a masterful creator. Just as wheat springs from the earth from an almost imperceptible seed, the Empress can create anything she envisions from seemingly nothing. So it's a really nice guidebook. Like, I love this guidebook. And I think working with the cards is going to be a lot of fun. I think I'm going to end up pairing it with other cards. I'm not sure which decks yet. But yeah, that's the Simdala Tarot. And that was the last one, I believe, that I had for you today. So those were my mini pocket odd-shaped decks. The next video that I do will be my Lenormand, fortune telling, and Kipper decks, which in general are odd-shaped, or mini anyway, because that's easier to read Lenormand when they're mini and stuff. And the fortune telling decks I have happen to be vintage, so they're smaller too. So there you go. Thank you for showing up today and sticking with me. Please like and subscribe if you haven't, and I hope I see you next time. Take care. Bye.